I used to think the game was to win the game, to get more, to become more, to manifest more. That's how I spent quite a few years before discovering otherwise, because it felt like progress. Every new desire was a rung on the ladder. Every specific manifestation was proof that I was doing it right. I used to tell myself that when I get this, then I'll rest. When I become that, then of course I'm a success. I'm a master at this. But look closely. Every time you won, what happened? The high wore off, the satisfaction faded, and the search continued. So think of your last manifestation. Maybe it was a specific friendship or a specific relationship, a raise, a new place to live. For a moment, it felt like the world was complete. The character you thought you were finally won. But give it a little time, and a new wish, a new desire appeared, and a new insecurity arose, and the cycle restarted. And you realize that the me who was playing the game was not solid. It was made of chasing itself. It was a story. See it clearly. When you identify as a body mind, as a body self, everything becomes about protecting or proving it. This is what a separate self or the ego does. You chase money to secure the body. You chase love to prove that this body that you think you are is worthy. You chase achievements to decorate the body's story, meaning the ego or the separate self story. The body becomes the scoreboard, and the highs and lows are just points in a game no one ever really wins. But what if the body me that you thought you were was never solid? Notice right now, sensations come and go, thoughts come and go, images of yourself come and go, memories come and go. Put together, they tell a story of I am this body, or I identify with this body. But without the story, where is the solid me that needs to keep chasing? Where is it? When the body is seen as story, the chase collapses with it. And you can check out my Weightless course for this before we dive in. At some point, you stop wanting more because you see there's no finish line. You see that every win was just another scene in the same chasing loop. At some point, you don't really want more. You want home. Not home as a location, not home as a relationship, not home as an achievement, not home as something you need to own. Home as a recognition of what you truly are. Awareness itself. The I am. Meaning the God self. Whole, unmoved, complete before a single desire arose. And when this dawns, something changes in the way life feels. Sure, you still have desires, but they're clean. You stop carrying so much weight. Decisions feel light. You can choose what you truly want to experience without spiraling in self-doubt. Manifestation of what you truly want unfolds more smoothly because you're not dragging resistance into every choice. You're not defending your body self. You're not fighting an imaginary gap between you and what you want. From home, it's obvious that everything is already within you. The desire, the fulfillment, and the path, all movements in the same awareness. Now these desires are not coming from a need to prove, to fix. That's why deciding feels natural. It doesn't feel like the tense, oh, I must decide what I want or that it's mine or I'll lose it. It's more like a soft claim, like, yeah, of course it's a part of my life. You can just decide, like, yeah, I have more than enough money flowing into my life. It's a part of my life already. It doesn't feel like a strain. It feels natural, like as if deciding to breathe again. Like deciding, like, yeah, I'm a specific person in my life. And it doesn't spark anxiety because you're no longer checking for a separate world for proof. The decision arises and life folds to meet it without opposition inside. But if you keep identifying as the body self, meaning as the ego self, or the separate self, all meaning the same thing, you and I will keep chasing if we do this. You'll keep checking mirrors, bank accounts, and phones to see if you're enough yet. You'll even spiritualize chasing by turning it into state maintenance. You'll confuse highs with truth and collapse when the highs fade. You'll run faster, but you'll never arrive because the one who is running was never real. So in your everyday life, what does this look like? You still wake up, you still work with what you enjoy, so it's play. You still eat, you rest, you laugh. But things are lighter. It's a different world, not just mood-wise. At work, you answer the email not to prove yourself, but because it's what's here. And sure, you'll still get a raise. You'll still get those specific career-related manifestations. With money you spend and receive, not as some scoreboard, but as just neutral energy moving. And that's why your wealth increases, because you're not resisting it. The activity on the outside may necessarily not change. What changes is the absence of a self that you thought you were. So pause now. Notice a desire that's been alive for you. See how it feels in the body. See the thoughts around it. And now ask gently, just notice, does this desire live outside of me or is it already appearing within? Don't answer the words, just notice the space it moves in. That space is home. That space is you. And the real freedom is not in getting more. And yes, you'll still get your specific desires. It's not like you won't. It is not in perfecting the master manifestor role. It isn't in chasing a permanent high. The real freedom is this recognition that you were never the body trying to win. You were never the character trying to complete itself. You've always only been the awareness in which all of it appeared, meaning I am, or the God self. And from here, manifestation of what you want is not a treadmill. It's natural, inevitable. It's as effortless as the next breath. And you can see this. So yeah, at some point, you realize that you don't just want more, you want home. And you realize that you are that Not a role to play, not a body to decorate, not a character chasing proof. Just home, already whole, already enough, already complete. And from here, life unfolds beautifully without you needing to run after it. Because you, the real you, awareness, was never missing. And you can check out my weightless experience to dissolve that sense of separation between you and the world, and you and what you desire. It's linked in the description below. And also, if you comment letter, I'll link you up with my email list, my newsletter, where you'll receive regular emails with updates, stories, and tips. I'll see you in the comments.